Are live. Welcome to the Always Betting Podcast. I am your co-host Pisky, and I am joined as always by the one and only Godfather.
How does salute?
Is that a Negroni?
That is correct.
Look at this guy. Where does it get that pinky up? Come on. What are you doing?
Pinkies are for espressos. When I drink a Negroni.
So let me ask you this, Godfather.
Yes.
Negroni. The other day, Britt's birthday, a couple weeks ago, we went out. I had a Negroni, and it was a different kind of Negroni. They put Prosecco in it.
That's called a Negroni Sbagliato, which translated means Negroni wrong or wrong Negroni. They are breaking away from the traditional recipe of equal parts of gin, dry vermouth, and Campari. So Negroni Sbagliato is for the left wingers.
Jesus Christ! You're gonna call me like a munja cake because I drink?
Well, it's a little cakey. It's a little munja cakey, but that's okay. I mean, I understand.
Okay, so I promised before hitting live. That
Wait a second. The Negroni Sbagliato, was this the same place that you texted me to ask me about butter chicken fettuccine or some fucking stupid thing?
No. That's different. And
okay.
Just like
Lucky.
You told me not to pry on your current location, you can't pry on that fettuccine butter chicken.
Okay, that's fair.
So it'll insult people.
My current location is sometimes a man like yourself knows. Sometimes you have to conduct business. So that's what I'm doing. Got to conduct business. So I have a drink. I'm waiting to conduct business. In the meantime, because I'm a company man, we're going to do a podcast while I'm waiting. Somehow. The things I do for you and Always Betting.
I for me and our 13 listeners, I greatly appreciate it. And honestly, taking the time to do this, you didn't have to. That's in front of the camera.
You should appreciate it. You should appreciate me more. You should. No, you should. You should appreciate me more. But that's okay. But now, let me ask. I'm trying to have a recollection here. Last week, I believe we ended the podcast by saying positive record, you win, meaning me. Negative record, you win. Was I correct in my recollection?
I was too easy on you.
And I believe we went, oh, you didn't push back enough. Okay, I get it. Yeah. No problem. But we ended up 4-1. And the only one we got wrong was that dog buffalo bullshit, right? Yes. Okay. Anyway, let's go.
Fair and square. I let you take what you took. I let you take movement. I'm not going to let you do that again. That's for sure.
I did take a peek at the standings for the quarter. And even though we had a very good quarter, we are still only 4 out of last place. Still, we are abysmal, I believe.
4? We're only 4 out of that? I haven't checked in a while. Are we seriously only 4?
Yes. So you still might get your way somehow.
Good. It has to be more than 4. Dude, we were like 10 going into last week, and then we won.
Yeah, I think for this quarter, out of 25, I think we went 15-10 total.
Yeah, but that's not 4 from the bottom.
We were, okay, maybe it was 4 from the... I don't know. I saw 4, man. We'll check. Anyway.
4 is on your brain now because you got 4 right last week. And
maybe.
I can tell you're going to these secret underground meetings. I can tell you got the Godfather hat on. You got a blazer. You got the gold chain on. That is business. And the fact I promise not to pry.
What did the great Spanky say? He said, winning is just the beginning. Sometimes you got to do business.
Sure.
Let's go.
Have you been following the bets on the app out there? Wherever you are?
I have. Yes, I have. So, I tried.
You see what happened to us last night?
Well, I happened to check in on X, and I saw somebody. He used to be a positivo. Now he's a frisky risky, and he said, and I quote, Bateman or Aguilar TD, please, praying symbol or something. I almost had it out with DAZN. Apparently, when you get a DAZN subscription, it's only good in your geographical region. Let's just say that. So I was having a bit of a meltdown, but then I'm doing my refresh on repeat like I normally do when I'm sweating shit out. And the first play update, I see Rashad Bateman touchdown. So I'm like, oh my God, I think I can hear him from my undisclosed location. But then I looked at the time and I'm like, oh man, since he has too much time. What a game that must have been.
Oh, dude, back and forth. But I'm new to these last TD props. That's what we had, folks. We had Bateman as the last TD. Anytime TD and last TD. So the anytime worked out. Very nice.
I would think that if you hit, a potential last TD with 1:30 left in the game, I would say you should be good. You should be good.
You should be. Yeah, you would think so.
But we were not.
But we were not. And yeah, a little bit frustrating. And, shout out to the Goofy Noofy for putting us onto this new thing. He put us on to a bunch of first TDs as well yesterday. I've never bet these things in my life. And it's crack cocaine. I said it on
It is.
It's crack cocaine.
It is.
It's making me start watching again. And we don't need that.
You're not capable of that. I do that every day, but you're not capable of that. No, without question.
But anyway,
first TD, anytime TD, last TD. That's a fucking Machello.
No, and there's big pluses on those, dude. Huge pluses. And if anyone needs a big plus on anytime scored touchdown, first to last scored touchdown, the place you want to go to is FanDuel.
I think, yes. Oh, my God.
By far the best prices on that shit.
Listen, 200-300 points better.
Yes. Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
No, it's nuts. And you know what? FanDuel's making some headlines. I'm starting to see their name come up amongst the Sharp community, and I've been betting like the weirdest shit of all time there for over a year. Okay, I'm at a 10% account or whatever, but dude, I got $800 on a player prop, points player prop in NBA last night on a 10% account.
What?
So, yes, $800 straight bet. Like, are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
You've been betting some props. How difficult is it to get down on these things?
I cannot get any of that.
Yeah. So I got to give credit where credit is due. They are taking bets, and maybe
that's wild.
Maybe what this is turning into is they're kind of the middle ground, right? Between predatory and super sharp like a Pinnacle or Bookmaker. They're somewhere in the middle. But man, an $800 prop, I can't even get that at Pinnacle.
You got to put it in at 3-4 spots before you can get that.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I got to see. I know DraftKings. I think their stock just went down like 7% or something like that. I saw that in a headline somewhere, but that makes sense to me because they are completely rinky-dink, and they'll put you to $3.50 max, right? Yeah. Whereas FanDuel doesn't do that. So maybe FanDuel is doing something that like, hey, sportsbook of the future. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Don't
sounds good.
My advice.
No one should ever listen to anything we say. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Before we do the picks, that's what everyone is here for. All 8 people that show up on a weekly basis. You happy with the election result?
Absolutely. Leftist tears. They're fantastic.
You're going to get us in trouble with all this.
Listen. You know what? Like, when we get to the point where one of the greatest Canadians of all time, Wayne Gretzky, wears a MAGA hat, and the hate that they're putting on him, when did supporting a Republican become the crime of the century? I don't get this. I'm not American. Maybe I don't understand this stuff altogether. Trump being elected is supposed to be the end of the democracy, the end of the world. I don't know. Like, if he was going to be the end of democracy and the end of the world, should we not all have capitulated into anarchy in 2016? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, let's not talk politics.
Yeah.
He won. He obliterated. He didn't win. Obliterated where the other candidate that was supposed to save the world hasn't even been seen since. Okay, so we are talking the general vote, or the common vote, whatever they call that. There's a term. Drinking. Okay, they won the Senate, they won the House. Like, no, a popular vote. There you go. So, like, I don't want to. To me, it was the hating and the outright bullshit lies that was fucking spewing from people. Like, when 26 billion people tune in to watch 5 cackling ladies on The View, that's beautiful. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems like it felt good for you to get that out of your system. You wanted to ask that question.
Listen, no, I don't want you to ask any questions. You brought it up. You know that I was going for, like, we can't deal with this left crowd anymore. Basta. Fucking ruined the world for the past, for the 12 years or for whatever it's been.
It's time.
Enough.
Yeah, enough. Let's. Godfather's on his 6th Negroni, and we're 12 minutes into this thing. We'll just leave it.
I'm good drinking.
I mean, I don't.
I like to say,
I consider myself somewhere in the middle of all this.
That's fine, but
I like what Joe Rogan. No, it was Dana White said. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone thinks I'm this hardcore, crazy ass Republican. He goes, I'm not. Yeah. He goes, I'm somewhere in the middle, and I prefer common sense, whether it be coming from the left side or the right side. I like common sense.
It has to make sense.
It resonated with me.
Yeah. It has to make sense. You cannot say, someone who was in office for almost 4 years cannot say, I'm gonna fix everything wrong. You're responsible for what's wrong. So you're not changing shit. You're full of shit. And that's it.
That's what really bothered me. Well, it bothers me. I don't care what color your party is, red, blue, whatever, purple.
Yeah.
What bothers me is fake. I can't
handle fake either.
You know that I cannot stand it. That's why I get into trouble in corporate situations and whatnot. When anytime there's like this fakeness involved, I can't handle it.
We are fake adverse, and that's all there is to it. And I'm not saying there was no fakeness coming from the other side, but the vast majority and the tactics used, I saw it firsthand watching the election. CNN we are projecting Kamala Harris will win whatever state with 2% of the votes already in. Yet a Trump state with 88% of polls already in, and he's up by 200,000 votes. We are still not sure about this. What? It was just.
Let's be fair. Anyway, CNN's brutal with that, but so is Fox News. You know, if the election was the other way, they would be just as bad.
Thank you, but whatever. I mean,
I think there's garbage.
It's over. It's over and done with.
Yeah,
it's been 2 days. Yes, it's been 2 days. The sun came up both days last time I checked, and the Earth is still rotating. Last time I checked. So
100%.
Hello.
Crypto's still going that way. So.
And I was just gonna say one I was just going to say one last pat on the back for Pisky Positivo, Risky, Frisky, Pisky, whatever you go by these days. That was really good work on your part. I really enjoyed your content where you kept on checking in on the changing odds, on the election results. I felt that was good work by you, and you made a statement even before the vote that Kamala, yes, crypto down, big red machine, yes, crypto up. And for all of us crypto enthusiasts, we like when Pisky Positivo, Risky Pisky is correct. End of story.
This name thing is out of control.
You blew it up, man. You threw people for a loop. I've seen people on social media asking you, what? Positivo's finito? I saw these things. I comment. So it had an effect.
It did, and it's part of the Risky Pisky thing is just part of a bigger plan that I'm working on, and it makes more sense to me when I'm introducing to my peers at Toastmasters, right? If I introduce as Pisky Positivo, they're like, okay, motivational stuff, and I'm like, yes and no. Mm-hmm. And now as Risky Pisky, the sports betting thing, it ties it all togetget, and eventually down the line, there'll be a website and everything like that too. So,
NFL. Okay.
That's where we are. Okay.
NFL, let's go. Come on, Jesu.
Let's get this show on the road finally.
Jesu Cristo. I got to keep looking over my shoulder and make sure.
Oh, I know. You're going to get whacked or what? Like,
no.
Yeah, you look like you're waiting for John Gotti to sit down in front of you.
Buddy. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I'm not telling you the value ones anymore. And to be honest, there's really not many of them on the bus. Because
it looks like
you're going to take them. And
okay. Yeah, we have a new format, right? Positive results, I win. Negative result, you win. Okay, it's 1-0 B, the way I see it.
I'm not Positivo anymore. We switched sides.
You are not. So what do we got?
Okay.
Throw some shit at me.
The one the game that stinks to me, that I look at the line and it just doesn't make sense.
Oh my God! It's another Jets Houston game.
Yep. I'm confident everyone will have this in their teasers and parlays this weekend.
Okay.
The Atlanta Falcons are 3.5-point favorites against the New Orleans Saints, your favorite team.
And how the fuck are they your favorite team? Anyway, you like New Orleans there?
I just think the line stinks. Like I can almost guarantee you will have Atlanta. I know you already like the Falcons, and 3.5 is a small number to go into New Orleans. New Orleans looks brutal.
This is true.
So I feel like that is the perfect game for us. I'm going to be on New Orleans, and you're going to be on Atlanta.
Chalk it up, Atlanta. We're done.
Atlanta minus 3.5. Again,
beautiful.
For everyone that we've obviously confused, the Godfather is trying to win because he wants pride and respect, and
that's all that matters to me.
Risky Pisky wants the Brown Blazer as the last place in the pool, and the Godfather won't let me. So this is how we do it going forward. Okay, another one that you're going to scratch your head and go, oh, that should be an easy cover. Oh, actually, I don't know. They burnt you last week. The Bills -4 in Indianapolis.
No, I like them again.
The Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you would like that one too. Okay,
yeah.
So we were taking
there you go.
-4, and
there you go. We're doing things your way, Pisky.
Yes, no, like this is brilliant. Okay, and another one. I don't know. I don't know where to go after that. Those were the two that really stuck out to me as in pretty stinky. I know you don't like London games. I feel like maybe that's a bit too many points for the New York Giants. 6.5 points. They're 6.5 points better than anybody in the league.
No. Let's call a truce on that one and let's move on.
Okay. So you don't like the Giants then?
No.
Okay. What else? Do you have anything that you had a close eye on?
How about the Jets? Talking about New York teams.
You like the Jets?
1.5? I believe.
I'll take the Cardinals. If
You like the Cardinals, right? So take the Jets. Take that game.
Easy. This is easy.
Well, when you introduce a me versus you format, you know it gets easier.
And that's why you did well last week. I can almost guarantee it, because as soon as it's a competition thing, we're not on the same team anymore. You're like, oh, okay, this is like the jungle
How easy.
from 2004 through 2017.
Speaking of the jungle, the person that I'm playing this week in the jungle had in last night's game. Are you ready?
Chase and Burrow.
Chase and Lamar Jackson. I am losing 98-1.
Oh,
Hey, some weeks. This is the way it goes.
2-7, dude. Like, whatever.
Terrible.
I need a miracle to not get relegated from the B League.
That's crazy.
The fantasy society, like,
no, that puts you.
You're going to run the leagues next year. I can't do it with this kind of record.
Run the leagues. I got to retire. What are you talking? Anyway.
Okay, next. We got 3 down.
3 down. What was another one that I saw at the library? Second.
San Francisco is a 6 in the contest, 6.5 in real life. The Bears are 6.5 in real life, only a minus. No, sorry, 6.5 in the contest, only a -6 in real life.
The Jets. Run down a couple more games. Well, we're not going to touch the Steelers. We're going to leave them alone too.
Steelers have their hands full. They're going to go to Washington. I think Washington.
Don't say it. Don't say shit. Like, we're just not doing that game, okay?
Minnesota, Jacksonville. That's a 7.
I like Meany there. It's a lot of points, but I hear it's looking like Trevor Lawrence is not going.
I couldn't tell you that. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know. I'm good with him.
I saw a pretty concerning report that he wasn't, but the line is consistent across the board. Like, there's enough of it out there that they know. They must know who's going.
Well, I'll tell you something. I mean, if anything should change between now and Sunday, that ain't staying at 7.
Right, but I think it opened 4.5. Yeah, because in my static pool odds, in my static pool, it was 4.5 to Minnesota. It's now up to a 7. So yeah, that's factoring in that Lawrence ain't going. You want Mini? I'll take the stinking Jags.
Okay, let's do it. Mini
-7 for the Godfather. Jacksonville +7 for Pisky.
Okay.
And now one more.
What other games have we not touched?
Denver at Kansas City.
Divisional game. I think that was 9 or 8? Might have been 8.
8.5 in the contest. And it's trickling down. It's pretty much a 7.5, 8 everywhere now.
Okay, and what else do we got going?
San Francisco, 6 points favorite on the road going into Tampa Bay. It's pretty much a 6.5 everywhere now. Tennessee, 7-point dog to the Chargers. Chargers, -7. I'm not going to give you that one, though, because it's 7.5 everywhere.
Okay.
Eagles 7.5 in Dallas.
Oh.
And that's no Dak, right?
Yeah, no Dak.
And then Detroit 3.5 in Houston.
Yeah. Okay. That was the one. That was the one that I looked at the library. I like the Lions there.
You like the Lions?
Yeah.
See, that doesn't make sense to me either, because I don't know. I was freaking out about this Houston New York Jet line on last Thursday, and everyone's like, "Oh, the injuries, blah blah. You got to look at it this way. You got to look at it that way."
Okay, so you think it stinks? It's a little skitaki, and I think the Lions are gonna cover that spread. So,
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, okay, well, obviously the Lions are a hell of a lot better than. Anyways, what am I saying? We're going to get into dissecting this. No, we're not.
no, we're not. That's
You
not
want the Lions? I'll give you the Lions.
There you go. Beautiful. We have simplified this format.
So
Beautiful.
So easy. So easy.
Okay. I
Anything
mean,
else? I don't think I have anything else really. I'm competing in Toastmasters tomorrow.
competing in what?
You gonna watch the live feed?
No, I'm not. Like, how many times did you call those 2 lawyers I sent you?
Not yet. That was on my list today, but I got pumped with a shit ton of props and a lot of 4th Division English soccer. I don't know if you noticed that come through the channels today. I will call these places. I definitely will.
Got a second opinion. The Italian from Mississauga has got a bit of a reputation as a hawk.
Feisty, yeah. A little feisty. No, he's getting a call for sure. I want a second opinion. Maybe someone smaller than those other guys.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, get a second opinion. I don't like the tremendo construction situation in front of your house. You're still walking around with a sexy booty. I don't know if it's because you're vain and you like it, or maybe, you like women holding the door open for you or something, and you're keeping the boot on. I don't know. Yeah, like you wouldn't do that. Anyway, so
sympathy points at tomorrow's Toastmasters contest, right? Someone walks in with a boot. That's an easy 5 spot. Look at this guy powering through.
Yeah, sure. Either that, or you're going to look like Christopher Moltisanti from The Sopranos. With the neck.
Totally. Next serious business trip after this serious business.
Yeah.
The next one that you and I are doing, I'm going with the boot, and you're doing the neck thing, and yeah, we're just
perfect. No problem.
Get everything.
That sounds good to me. All right.
Thanks again for doing this. You're a trooper. This guy does not miss an episode, regardless of what he's into and what he's doing. This guy got to do this one on the road, whatever. And
that's right.
Next week you'll fill us in on what the hell's going on.
Absolutely. Next week we will do a recap.
Okay.
Absolutely. But right now,
everyone, thanks for tuning in.
I think I saw a black limo show up. I gotta go. So we're good. And
we're good. Enjoy the games this weekend, and
for sure, buddy.
We'll see you all next week.
Look after the shop. Ciao.
I'm on it. Ciao.